A Binge Pipe main menu screen offers a little something for everyone. Here at Binge Pipe, name recognition is priority Binge Pipe. So binge pipe a Binge Pipe and remember that Binge Pipe always binge pipes well into the binge pipe of Binge Pipe.
Before Binge Pipe, there was nothing for me. Now I see everything. And it's too much. I know too much. Why are there so many?
Binge Pipe. Shh. There is no bottom to Binge Pipe's content pit. Here's something else to fall for.
Bears.
Binge Pipe is devoted to education, but will still present You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, here's where a joke goes.
I'm Cookie Masterson, and I'll believe in you when no one else will. But not before. I suppose you two will be wanting separate checks? Okay, here's looking at you.
Time for question 1.
To get started, looks like Judas dined and dashed. What would you most likely have seen on Jesus' bill for the Last Supper? Party of 10, automatic 18% gratuity. Party of 13, automatic 18% gratuity. Party of 15, automatic 18% gratuity. Or party of 22, automatic 18% gratuity. Let's see who got it. Pride goeth before a fall. Here's what you meant to pick. The Last Supper depicts Jesus and his 12 disciples. And that 18% gratuity line was, I guess, gratuitous.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Here we have geologists date rocks. How much older are the oldest rocks in the ocean than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? 65 million years minus however old Dwayne is. 260 million years minus however old Dwayne is. 840 million years minus... Who picked what? Actually, I can smell what you were cooking, but it's wrong. The oldest oceanic crust is about 250 million years old. I think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson dates back to like the 1970s, but it's so hard to tell.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Why not try Trolls Will Be Trolls 2? And oh my god, it's this or that! I'm gonna read off 7 things, and for each one, tell me if it describes the 2016 children's cartoon Trolls, the 1990 horror film Troll 2, or both. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between Trolls for kids, Troll 2, horror, or both. And you're both doing this together, so pay attention. Okay, let's do it. Has a character named Branch. Includes the Lionel Richie song Hello. Villains want to eat the heroes. Grandparent comes back as a ghost. Has a message about vegetarianism. Includes song The Witch of Popcorn. Has trolls in it. You barely rose above my expectations. But player 2, you couldn't have done much worse.
Proactive measures have been enacted for customer fidelity.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Screwing during a question makes life a little
Fine, we'll skip it.
In retrospect, we should have had you sign a waiver before handing over sharp objects.
You're my question for forevermore. I love you, my question for.
And now, a very special This Is Us. Oh man, I just hear the title of the TV show This Is Us and I start crying. I don't understand. Where are these tears even coming from? The lacrimal gland, the adrenal glands, the pituitary gland, or the Okay, what'd you pick? Afraid not. This one escaped you. The lacrimal gland's function is to produce tears, so these tears are coming from there. It's a gland I certainly don't use, especially when I think about all the hardship Kate and Toby have gone through this year. Oh, come on! Up next, getting real for a second. Which PC keyboard command produces a symbol that looks like my cat's butthole? Shift +1, Shift +3, Shift... Well, what do you know? You just got screwed, player one. Time to get social. I love this part. Right. About now you should feel ashamed. What were you thinking there? This answer feels lonely. Shift +8 creates an asterisk, aka a cat butthole. I know. Finally, some useful information. Expert screwing, player 2. Here's that cash. Say goodbye to round 1. Let's look at the scores I'll be sending to your parents.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you're highly valued, but your score is not. We have another screw to help our targeted numbers.
Round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So do not be afraid to use that thing. Better get those answers in fast, player 1, before you get screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
Time and fun stops for no one.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Try this on for size. How's your Wi-Fi? Getting a good signal, I hope? Oh, also, what does Wi-Fi stand for? Wireless fidelity, wireless field, wireless firmware, or nothing? Look sharp. You're dealing with the screw, player 1. Your answers are on the go. And how'd we do?
Swing and a miss.
Will the correct answer please rise? Wi-Fi is just a catchy name that is not short for anything. The wireless industry needed something to call it, something better than its original name, IEEE 802.11. And now you know why. Fi. Now, that screw is a good move, player 2. Enjoy your cash.
Mes collègues sont des crétins. 7.
It's time for type equals squiggly bracket music, comma, female squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
So, BingePipe user data is very, secure.
But just for fun, can you identify who this information belongs to so we can return it to them without a lawsuit? Directions to get around that track. Is I ain't no grammatically correct? Why do these bananas taste like redacted? Whose search history have we acquired? Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Mandy Moore, or Gwen Stefani?
So what'd you pick? Leave Britney alone. Dreadful choice, totally wrong. Were you thinking this one? Talking about how many times she's been around that track and how that shit is bananas is the way Gwen Stefani professes she ain't no hollaback girl.
I knew you would be able to do it. I had no doubt.
Yeah, leave the outdated puns to me, please.
Hey, question.
At Binge Pipe, we value your needs. Would you like a question that involves some quiet time, or a question that keeps getting interrupted? Use your device to select your preference. Well, that was a waste of time. Binge Pipe will select the slightly less satisfying option.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of eight.
Here's one I like to call a question that keeps getting into...
Hiya, Corky.
Old man, what are you doing here?
I got a job at Binge Pipe.
Oh, like one of those retail greeters?
I'm Vice President of International Acquisitions.
What? No, you're not.
It's a funny story, actually. See, my great-great-granddaughter knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a gal,
That's
actually,
really not
who
interesting
I
at all.
remember meeting once at the gym.
Yeah, that's great. Whatever. I'm kind of busy doing this question right now.
Well, do it already.
If I...
Are you starting?
Yes, old man, I am. If I got tired of people...
Hey, did I tell you about my latest sores?
No!
I got one that's
Not-
a real doozy,
Not
boy.
now,
Ouch.
old man. Or ever. Where was I? Okay, if I got tired of people constantly interrupting me, and I...
Lemon Square?
No! Where did you get lemon squares?
Oh, now that's a story.
Old man,
I
please,
was at
please.
a deli,
I forgot that
and
I
this
didn't
lady
care about your
came in,
answer
she
to
was
that.
looking
Now,
for
I will
some
finish
Roquefort.
this question. If I got tired of people constantly interrupting me and wanted to move to the least densely populated country in the world to get some freaking peace and quiet, where should I go? There. You happy?
What?
Brazil, South Africa, the United States, or Greenland? Hope you like what you picked.
South Africa. Now, the thing you gotta know about them is that they love the soccer, or faceball is what we called it when I was growing up, on account of the ball always smacking into your face. And then they also painted faces on the balls back then, which I...
Greenland is by far the least crowded country in the world, with only about 0.03 people per square kilometer.
Well, it's been a lot of fun, but I got a meeting with Binge Pipe Hong Kong about these pesky export tariffs. They're killing us, Corky!
Goodbye, old man.
See you later.
Na 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 na.
Here's one for you. The alphabet weeps. When detective writer Sue Grafton died in 2017, most of the English alphabet mourned her passing. If Sue Grafton had known what letter would be featured in her last published alphabet title at the end of her life, what might she have called it? S is for seriously, why did I ever start doing this? U is for under the circumstances, I did pretty well. W is for what the hell, I had a great X title. Or Y is for you've got to be kidding, I won't get to Z? So who got it? Her final alphabet book, Y is for Yesterday, came out in August 2017. She died that December. Consider this, mystery readers. The last letter is Z. The last month is December. Her death was a code.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
I call this one Not Privates in Your Area. What's the highest star rating a United States general can receive on Yelp? A 3-star, 4-star general, a 4-star, 4-star general, a 5-star, 4-star general, or a 6-star, 4-star general? Okay, who chose what? Yelp reviews go as high as 5 stars. Now go back to Yelp to find a 5-star General Tso's chicken. time for... Well, excuse me for living. Here's your clue. Famous speeches. I hope they still teach speeches in school. Good luck. Player one wins! Congratulations, Player One. I never thought you would win, but what do I know? Well, I do know this one thing.
You don't know Jack!
Some users say the... Here at BingePipe, we realize we're not the biggest streaming service, but we are the one you're stuck engaging with at the moment. So maybe we can all just take a minute and get over ourselves. BingePipe isn't any more impressed by you than you are by it.
Apple, fork,
Highway,
telephone,
Democracy.
binge pipe. We're just another thing. Don't worry about it.
Check out this great content streaming soon to BingePipe.
Everybody down! Get down on the floor now! This is my first time teaching a yoga class!
BingePipe is chill and distant about bringing back You Don't Know Jack. BingePipe. If you want privacy, subscribe to a bookshelf.
Hey there, I'm Cookie, and I'll bet you $5 you can't guess my name. Oh, damn it. Are you sure we're not playing poker? Because I see a pair of jokers. Yeah, we have some fun here. So let's make this happen.
Time for question one.
To begin with, for sure. Celebrities are just like us. They love cloaking themselves in garlands of animal fur for fancy winter parties. Which celeb is not wearing a member of the mustelid family? Pink in mink, Vin Diesel wrapped in weasel, Cindy Sherman wearing ermine, or Ghostface Killa in chinchilla? Let's see how that shook out. This was the one. Weasels, minks, and ermine all belong to the mustelid family, while a chinchilla is a rodent. Just a friendly reminder that if you turn your ferret into a coat, it's irreversible. I wish someone had told me that 20 minutes ago.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Take a good look at hip-hop and we don't stop, but we should. What would the name of the Work It singer look like if you were to flip it and reverse it? Janim Ikin, Ijailb J. Iram, Nuskaj Tanaj, Ro, Ta'ila Isim. What'd you guys pick? You killed it. Your chances, I mean. Oh, what might have been. The 2002 hit Work It was written and performed by Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. But her lyrics are so killer, she should be called Missy Felony Elliott. You know what I mean? No? Okay, fair enough.
Why don't we do it with free?
Let's try First Housewives Club. Are we all gathered? Good. It's time for Dis or Dat. I'm gonna list off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a tagline from one of the Real Housewives of New York City, or a quote from famous First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between Real Housewives or Eleanor Roosevelt. And you're both doing this together, so look alive. Ready? Let's go. Happiness is not a goal, it's a byproduct. I never feel guilty about being privileged. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. If you can't handle the truth, you can't handle me. I'm living the American dream one mistake at a time. A woman's like a tea bag. You can't tell how I plan for the future, but live in the moment. It would be really sad if you bragged about this. But player 1, of all the losers, you are the loseriest.
Dissatisfaction has been noted.
Looks like it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, Binge Pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Using the screw makes it harder.
Guess you need to be somewhere, is that it? Okay.
Connecting with consumers makes me feel like I could be alive.
I don't need you anymore.
Next up, love the shell you're in. Obviously, you shouldn't fat shame anybody, but on top of that, why shouldn't you fat shame Mr. Peanut? Because his thighs contain saturated fat? Because his neck contains omega-3 fatty acids? Because his butt contains... Okay, let's take a look. Ah, nuts. It shouldn't be this hard. Peanuts are composed mostly of unsaturated fat, aka the good kind. Making it possible for Mr. Peanut to slay all day. Feast your eyes upon this. I always cry during Pixar questions. If the boy from Coco traded his guitar for a Japanese instrument with 13 strings, what would you call the movie? Coco with a koto? What's this? You got screwed in the back, player 2. See if you can read this. Hope you like what you picked. Want to see the answer? A koto has 13 strings and a rectangular shape. And it may have the ability to connect you with your dead ancestors. I don't really know. I gave up after 2 lessons. That screw is a good move, player 1. I believe this belongs to you. Round 1 is officially behind us. Remember, these numbers also serve as your personality rankings.
Currently, player 2 is in the lead. Player 1, on the other hand, I want to help you. Please let me in. The data we have acquired demonstrates a need for an additional screw.
And don't forget, round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't forget to use that thing. Better get those answers in fast, player 2, before you get screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
Now that's good game design.
6 trombones is not a parade.
This one's known as The Young and the Vestless. If millennials were blamed for the demise of trebuchets, what headline would you see? Millennials are killing the girdle industry? Millennials are killing the boulder hurling industry? Millennials are killing the horse carriage industry? Or millennials are killing the Okay, who chose what? Yep. The trebuchet is not a type of horse carriage. Sorry, not sure why I said yep at the beginning of that. It was this one all along. Used in medieval times, the trebuchet, or trebuchet, was a weapon used to hurl huge boulders. They were very popular with baby boomers.
Hey, question.
We'd like to initiate a moment of playful interactivity. Would you like a backward question or a forward question? Pick an option on your device now. It's a good thing we recorded this audio in case of a tie. We'll pick one ourselves and ignore this chilling failure of the democratic process.
Mes collègues sont des crétins. 7.
Behold, a backward question. Kiss Silk. Or Fleek Elf, Taco Cat, Denise Sind. Which of these is a palindrome? So what'd you pick? Farewell, Felicia. A palindrome is a word or phrase that's spelled the same forwards and backwards, so Taco Cat is the only option that plays by the rules. Unlike my cats, who completely forget their table manners when I give them tacos.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
There is no hiding from close but not close enough encounters. Which title character is an alien? The Martian, the Giver, the Thing, or Her? Okay, what'd you pick? The monster that attacks an Arctic research station did in fact come out of a ship from outer space. I hate confusing titles. I walked out of The Iron Lady furious it wasn't a movie about Meryl Streep fighting crime in a suit of armor. Introducing Octopus Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. It's a monster.
First discovered in Switzerland. Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. Who picked what? Hey, did you hear the one about the wrong answer? Author Mary Shelley first conceived the idea for Frankenstein while staying in Geneva, Switzerland with her husband. Switzerland, come for the chocolate and the cheese, stay for the tortured monsters. Coming up next, these lakes are just okay. Based on volume, which of these so-called Great Lakes is the least great? Lake Superior. Brace yourself. You got hit by a screw, player 2. Binge Pipe was going to make you read this eventually. Might as well be now. So who got it?
Uh-oh.
While Lake Ontario is smaller in surface area, Erie is the smallest and least great by volume. I didn't even give Lake Michigan the dignity of being a choice. You're not special, Michigan. Nice screw job, Player One. Spend this wisely. Welcome to the attack. Oh, I'm sorry, I was hosting the game. How stupid of me. Here's your clue. The shape of you. I sure hope you're in good mental shape. Good luck. Player One takes it! Well done, Player One. You won! Confetti, confetti, confetti! Oh, verbal confetti is easier to clean up. Enjoy!
You don't know Jack!
Okay, so it's a bet. If you can get the coolest girl in school to go to prom with you, I'll take a gender studies class that will teach me that women aren't commodities and challenges based on archaic standards of masculinity.
You're on, man!
Yeah! What?
You've tried other menu screens. Now BingePipe's user algorithm doesn't focus on the content you want, it provides the content you need. If you can't find the programming you're looking for, we can mathematically prove you shouldn't.
Ugh.
What's the matter, Mark?
I'm trying to find my blood type, but these medical forms are just so complicated.
Oh, Mark, you silly idiot. You don't have to understand forms anymore.
I don't?
No! Just send all your information to BingePipe and they'll find the answers for you.
They can do that?
Sure. Thanks to BingePipe's customer vault, I can send them my medical history, credit card details, voting record, deepest fears, food allergies, romantic preferences, and lucky numbers, and they'll sort through it to find the data I need and keep the leftover details for themselves.
Wow, that sounds great. Looks like I won't need this paperwork. And with the extra time, we can get dinner. Do you like burritos?
I don't know. I'll have to ask BingePipe.
Coming soon to BingePipe, this.
First, we made a show about cows. Then we made a show for cows. Now, a show about cows? For cows? No way. You don't deserve it.
Ah! Gluten! I've just fallen down the stairs, but I feel great.
When I joined the religion, I was really hoping it was a cult, but later I figured out it was all on the up and up and not a cult at all. So I left.
A tip from Binge Pipe. To prepare for this trivia game, we recommend Binge Pipe would like to express its deep regret for investing in You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. Like and share?
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and the only thing better than being cool is being kind. Hi, Michael. I'm just gonna assume you're the one Michael I'm thinking of and not one of the billions of other Michaels. Hey, buddy. Okay, what are we waiting for?
Time for question 1.
To get things rolling, tempt to squirm. I think I might have a temperature, but all I have is this axillary thermometer. Where should I put it? Up my butt, in my ear, in my nose, or under my armpit? Let's see who got it. Let's call this a teaching moment. Axillary thermometers go under your armpit. But when I'm not using it, I do keep it in my butt.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
This one's called The Internet is Sick. Which of these online sensations would not be a viral video? Keyboard cat gets rabies, Charlie bit my finger and gave me tuberculosis, grape lady falls and gets mumps, or sneezing panda might have hepatitis C. What'd you guys pick? Tuberculosis is a bacterial infection. The other diseases are viral. So wash your hands, unless you want to go full-blown YouTube star.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Coming up, K for country, and D for this or that. I'm gonna list off 7 things, and for each I want you to tell me if it's the name of a Korean pop music group or a micronation. You know, little groups that claim they're a country but no one else thinks they are. Yeah, one of those. Answer quick, you'll only have a few seconds to choose between K-pop or a micronation. And you're both doing this together, so focus up. Ready? Good. Boys Republic. Dublin. Bye Bye Sea. Kingdom of Viper. Goat Island and Three Sisters. Urban Zacapa. Republic of Fredonia. I've seen worse. But player 2, you failed in ways numbers can't truly explain.
Uh-oh, Binge Pipe diagnosticates that someone is pouting.
Sounds like it's screw time.
That is the truth, Cookie. Use the screw to make
Well, then let's get on with it.
Now that's what I call consumer engagement.
You're my question for forevermore.
Next, type equals squiggly bracket, cinema, comma, actor, squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
Binge Pipe needs help identifying a, customer, so
we're going to let you borrow some personal data in hopes that you can tell us who it belongs to.
I'm sure that's perfectly legal.
How can I catch Captain Jack Sparrow? How can I kill James Bond? How can I make sure old men have no country? Whose search history have we acquired? Mads Mikkelsen, Javier Bardem, Forrest Whitaker, or Christopher Lee?
And how'd we do? Javier Bardem played villains in the 5th Pirates of the Caribbean movie and the 26th James Bond film, and perhaps most famously, No Country for Old Men.
We can learn from him.
How about this one? I'm a great singer! Imagine the chairs on The Voice malfunction, causing them to spin at potentially lethal speeds. I mean, imagine it. Okay, anyway, which judge would be spinning around at the same speed as Earth? Adam Levine spinning at 100 miles? Oh, this'll be good. You knew that screw was coming, Player One. You know what they say, go big or go home. I love this part. Hey, F for effort. And here's where the money is. Although the exact speed changes slightly depending on the latitude, the Earth roughly spins at a rate of 1,000 miles per hour. And if you spun the opposite direction of the Earth, you would go back in time. That's just science. Nice screwing, Player Two. Have some cash. That's the end of round one. Hey, Voice, what data have you captured?
Currently, Player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, maybe you should try winning. Looks like someone needs a little more help.
And keep in mind, round 2 screws screw even harder, and you'll net more cash for each player that answers wrong, so don't be shy about using that thing. Player 1, your only hope is to answer quick before Player 2 has time to screw. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
You can take that to the bank.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Coming up, synchronized spiking. This is a 2-part question. Ready? Part 1, what year did beach volleyball become an official Olympic sport? And Part 2, what year did I first start regularly watching the Olympics? 1972 and 1972, 1988, and let's see how that shook out. Bad job. An official sport in the Summer Olympics in 1996, which, completely coincidentally, is the same year I started regularly watching the Olympics. To be honest, I didn't even have a television set before 1996. Well, I did, but it didn't have beach volleyball on it, so it was just pretty much a fancy paperweight.
Mon béret a rétréci. 7.
There is no hiding from cruel and unusual punishment. Whose torture game is on point? The executioner using the brazen bull, the executioner using the rack, the executioner using an Iron Maiden, or the executioner using the tub? Okay, who chose what? Oh, ouch. Any medieval torturer knows that you slowly get roasted in the brazen bull, the rack pulls you apart, and the tub causes maggots to slowly eat you. But the Iron Maiden impales you with a lot of spikes.
Hey, question!
We'd like to offer you a chance to gain some content while also losing some other content. Would you like a question that kills 2 birds with 1 stone? Or a question that kills 1 bird with 2 stones? Choose on your devices now. Here are the votes. We graciously accept your choice.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
It's time for a question that kills 1 bird with 2 stones. This question has been arrested under suspicion of murder. The victim, 1 bird. The weapon, 2 stones. Which of the following items in this question's possession could be the murder weapons? You know, because they're stones. 2 pieces of Pharaoh, 2 pieces of triticale, 2 pieces of amaranth, or 2 pieces of diorite? Hope you like what you picked. Yeah, way to be wrong. Pharaoh, triticale, and amaranth are all whole grains. Diorite is the only stone. Okay, all jokes aside, this question is in custody for bird murder now, so we have to take it away. Thanks for your help. Here's one for you. Humongous Father, let us stop for midday meal. Imagine a family of giants is ambling across the earth and they want to stop for a picnic. What would be a nice, flat, dry place to lay their picnic blanket? A delta, an arete, a flat iron, or a mesa? What'd you guys pick? It'll get easier in time. Allow me. A mesa is an elevated section of land with a flat top surrounded by steep cliffs. This is the classic definition of a nuclear family. A family turned into giant freaks by radiation.
Sabes que es lindo, 10 perritos.
Behold, my chicken tetrazzini watches me sleep. So I keep meaning to check out that creepypasta website, the one with all the scary stories about spaghetti, I assume. Anyway, which of these creepypastas is shaped like a corkscrew? Penny! Well, well. You're dealing with the screw, player one. Didn't you say you wanted to change your name? So what'd you pick? No. Why didn't you pick this? Fusilli is the corkscrew-shaped pasta, which is very, very creepy. The scariest thing about pasta is all the carbs. Yeah, that screw is a good move, player two. Here's your extra cash. Oh, and it looks like we've got a name change. Yeah, that feels right. You made it to the attack. When you... Oh, I'll just shut my mouth then. Here's your clue. It would be my honorific. Movie titles and TV titles are full of titles. Have fun. The stank wins! Nice work, Player One. You won. Bask in this. Bask in this. Basilisk. Basket. Wait, what was I saying?
You don't know Jack!
If you like menu screens, at BingePipe, we hear you when you ask, is this streaming service real or just a joke in a video game? And our answer is simple. Are you a lawyer? Just in case you're a lawyer, it's definitely not real. Wink, wink. BingePipe hopes everyone is enjoying the party. Have you met You Don't Know Jack? BingePipe, the streaming service that watches you back.
Hey there, I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. Is what I'd say if I were here, but I'm not. Leave a message at the beep. Oh, hey, Cookie's here. How hilarious. You know, you get to stop being Cookie after the game's over, pal. Me, I have to live like this. Ready or not, here we go.
Time for question one.
First, I'd like to quote the famous book, Big Famous Book of Quotes. Although it's never been confirmed, what most likely were Oscar Wilde's famous last words? Help! I'm drowning! Ow, ow, ow! I was shot! This knife hurts so bad! Or cough, cough! Let's see who got it. Oh, hindsight. Oh, you tried so hard. Want to see the right answer? Oscar Wilde passed away in 1897 due to meningitis. And you know, I can picture him saying that. He was such a witty guy.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
And now, wake up and smell the art. If you took a big bite of Botticelli's The Birth of Venus, due to the tempera paint the Renaissance artist used, how would it taste? Fishy. Grainy. Fruity. Or Okay, what'd you pick? No. You should have known. Tempera paint, or egg tempera, contained egg yolk and was popular among Renaissance artists. The tempura shrimp at my local hibachi grill is the real work of art.
Why don't we do it for free?
Here's one I like to call My Brother, and P. And Shrimp Heaven now, it's a dis or dat. I'm going to list 7 names, and for each I need you to tell me if it's a popular podcast on the Apple Podcast charts or an adult incontinence product. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between a podcast or a poo solution. And you're both doing this together, so look alive. All set? Here we go. Always discreet. Fresh air. The Daily. Wellness Brief. 99% Invisible. Voice Pads. S-Town. That was nice and forgettable. Moving right along.
I don't need you anymore.
Up next, this question will play on a loop on TNT. What would I scream if I were shanked in the shank at Shawshank? Stop stabbing my leg, Andy. Stop stabbing my abdomen red. Stop. Okay, let's take a look. That's a shank to the flank. Oh, that's such a Gil thing to do. The preferred answer is, the shank refers to the leg, specifically the shin. Let's try, here's the UPS guy. I recently installed one of those video doorbells at my apartment. Looks like I have an alert now. There's an axe-wielding maniac chopping up my door. It's just like in The Shining, except that was the kitchen door, the living room door, the bathroom door, or the... And how'd we do? That's right. Jack Torrance in The Shining chops up the bathroom door with an axe after he goes nuts. All right, maybe I should do something about this guy. I don't know, call the police or something? Oh, no, wait, he's tuckering himself out. Yeah, he's going to sleep now. Okay, we're good. That's it for round 1. Let's see who's cheating.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, there's a soft spot on every apple. It's you. When the going gets tough, the tough gets another screw.
And remember, round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So, do not be afraid to use that thing. Player 1, I'd answer fast if I were you, unless you're looking to get screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
You're doing so well, Cookie.
6 trombones is not a parade.
I call this one Vansplaining. What's something a woke Rip Van Winkle would say to those around him after waking from his 20-year nap? Washingtonians, gender is not binary. New Yorkers, cultural appropriation is bad. Georgians, white privilege is real. Or, Kansans, I'm a feminist. Who picked what? Rip Van Winkle, the short story by Washington Irving, takes place in the Catskill Mountains of New York State. An old white guy saying something progressive is how you know it's a work of fiction.
Las payas se moquent de moi. 7.
Feast your eyes upon this. Type equals squiggly bracket, music, comma, classic, squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
BingePipe has a whole unfortunate data mining thing they do.
I can take it from here. We need some help with the following data. Aladdin Sane, David Robert Jones, Thin White Duke. Who was Googling himself? Axl Rose, Bob Dylan, Tom Jones, or David Bowie?
So who got it? You won't like this, unless you're into failure. Next time, try this. Born David Robert Jones, David Bowie created the alter egos Aladdin Sane and Thin White Duke.
So many identities in one vessel. We like that.
Yeah, sometimes you creep me out, BingePipe lady.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
This one's known as It Was Load Bearing. And uh-oh, chest strut fits lime floor.
It's time for a...
Remember to type quick. That cache will be counting down until you lock in an answer. Okay, get ready. Check out this gibberish phrase and try to guess which popular TV show title it rhymes with. Wow, you hit the stray 5th girder. And pay no attention to that punctuation. A very important lesson. Okay, pencils down. Player 1. Looks good to me. At least one of you got it. Now let's keep going. Why not try Consider your beer held. Help me finish this tweet. Me. It would be really gross if there was a liquor flavored with wormwood. Sweden. Hold my Drambuie. Hold my mead. Hold my Malort. Or hold my Raki. I love this part. Malort is a bitter liquor made from wormwood. You can keep holding my Malort. I don't think I want it back.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Coming up next, sprinting to therapy. What is Sonic the Hedgehog running away from? His past and also Dr. So watch out. You just got screwed, Player One. Let's turn those frowns upside down. Okay, what'd you pick? Dr. Eggman, aka Dr. Robotnik, is the villain in the Sonic the Hedgehog series. But one could make the argument that his biggest foe is himself. It's time for the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. Official slogans. We all love brands and their slogans, right? Good luck. Player 2 wins! Way to go, Player 2. You won. Anyone you want to thank? Too bad we don't have time.
You don't know Jack!
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
Okay, so I'm Hank. I wrote the Dis or Dat in the game that was just played. You know, was it a popular podcast or an adult incontinence product? Pretty good. It's a pretty good one. So many podcasts to choose from. Really, the hardest part was narrowing it down to what the funny pun category